Welcome to Unfluenced. Today we're going to the UK. Get woke? Abuse women? It's astonishing. Plymouth University has turned it up to 11. They put up posters in bathrooms telling people not to harass any trannies who are using the wrong bathroom. So the posters they have, they're pink and blue, the transgender flag colors. And they basically say that if you think someone's in the wrong bathroom, don't challenge them, don't stare at them, don't insult them. You have to protect their... who cares? So there's one girl on Twitter who summed this up perfectly. She says, "Hey Twitter peeps, I thought I'd let you know that Plym Uni don't seem to care for their female students as shown by this sign that's meant to gaslight women into silence. If you know a woman planning on attending this uni, make sure she knows they have given away her rights." The sign, there it is. It says, "Do you think someone is using the wrong bathroom? Please don't challenge them, stare at them, or insult them. Instead, please recognize their privacy and respect their dignity and carry on with your day." Yeah, this girl, she's right. The Twitter poster. Women have fallen a rung or two on the social hierarchy scale. Uni wants to protect the protected class. Women are just upset that a bearded man wants to take a dump in the ladies' room. Maybe he just wants to hang around and listen to the girls go to the bathroom. Doesn't really matter. Women have to shut up and take it. You are no longer important enough to be taken into consideration. There's a tranny out there that is way more important than you. But that's not the best part about this article. There is a video from Diane Spencer. And I'm going to let this play for a few minutes because it's interesting. It's enlightening. And I can't play videos. Hold on.
Yeah, hello. Would life be easier if every toilet became a unisex toilet?
A unisex toilet. Well, so this is interesting. Obviously, we come back to this a number of times, but Plymouth University has now been criticised for telling its female students not to complain about male-bodied students in their toilets. The university put signs up in both the male and female toilets urging students to carry on with your day without complaining, staring, insulting any trans, non-binary or gender questioning students. So, and this is just a statement from Plymouth University. They said, "Our campus has been designed so our staff, students and visitors feel comfortable and secure in their surroundings, which includes single-sex and gender-neutral facilities. It is important to ensure that our whole university community can feel safe," there's that word again, safe, respected and empowered. But I would have thought when it comes to safety and safeguard...
Yeah, he says safe a lot. It's good that he pointed that out. They have to make these non-gender, unisex, unicorn for this matter, all these toilets and bathrooms have to be safe, but they're only caring about the safety of the trannies. They don't care at all about the women in there. I mean, at all.
Doesn't sort of women's only spaces, doesn't that actually mean something?
Well, they did actually say single sex and gender neutral, and what they meant was the men get the single sex toilets and the women have the gender neutral toilets.
That's what I'm confused about, because this comes up again and again. Now, I get, if you want to have a third toilet, which is just cubicles, and cubicles tend to be gender neutral anyway, because, anyone can go in them. And that would be one thing. But why do they always transfer the women's to gender neutral and the men's remain as men's?
Well, we get to have the baby change, we get the disabled toilets, we get everything, but the men get a trough. And that is what the men get. And to your question, would it be better if all toilets were unisex? Do you know what? It would be for the men. Because
right.
What I have learnt in my short time on this planet is that the ladies' toilets are in a much better state.
They really are, aren't they?
We seem to be
Not
better
after I've been in there.
Well, yeah, exactly. Right, in a lot of ladies' toilets, sometimes you get that, somebody's made the extra effort. You get some little plastic flowers. You get a little bit of potpourri. It's quite a lovely space. You could go in, sort of clean yourself up, look at yourself, go right, I'm ready. And even if you do like what can only be described as an elephant-sized dump in there, sorry,
classic, very classic.
Because we're all human at the end of the day. You can walk out of the potpourri going, ta-da, I've done it, wondrous, and then you rejoin society. So if the men come in, I mean, God, there's just going to be wee all over the floor.
Goodness.
We're not going to have any potpourri left. We're going to have to redesign the
You
toilet.
have a very low view of male hygiene.
I have an accurate view of male hygiene.
Goodness.
She's a little bit angry about men. We'll get back to that in a minute.
Okay, yes, thank you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but some men seem to not even be able to hit the ball. Like, there's just wee
Okay.
on the floor.
No, okay, actually, I have...
Am I wrong?
Right, I'm going to put a stop to this. But it's interesting that you mentioned that, because I was at the theatre the other week, and because, like all things...
So, she's not liking this trans takeover, but she's not wrong. No women transitioning into men are causing a big problem in the men's bathrooms. It's not a problem. But the women's bathrooms are being frequented quite often by people that are transitioning or pretending to be female. So she made a mistake, by the way. She's referring to the trans men, the ones that are going to wreck her pristine floral bathroom, as men, and I think that's a cancelable offense as hate speech in the UK, but I'm not sure. But she's getting wrong, and the point about this is the fact, the reason why I mentioned she has a pretty obvious hatred for men and wee all over the floor and calling them animals at a trough and et cetera, is there used to be a large group of people that were chivalrous and would stand up to defend women. But they've been shit on for so long by screeching harpies like this woman. You can't find any man that wants to stand up and defend her honor. You feminists have finally gotten what you want. You are totally equal. And you hate it. This has been a tough year for women. You lost your bathrooms, lost your sports, and you're losing your mind. There are only about 0.5 to 2% of the entire population that identifies as trans. Why are you allowing or even demanding that the whole world be changed for these extreme minorities? I've got a tall friend. He bumps his head on doorways every now and then. I would never suggest that we redesign every doorway in existence for him, and he wouldn't either. Things are going to get a lot harder for you girls if you don't stand up for yourselves, because at this point, no one else will.